different flavors and different profiles. And hopefully we can get the consumers off of just focusing on THC as being the value metric.
100%.
Because that's limited so much. And most of it isn't even real. I will tell you this, in Illinois, the testing is real. So like when I tested genetics and made selections here in California, they tested significantly higher, even in just the reference tests compared to what we tested out there. So that created a unique opportunity because one of the strains that we dropped here tested like 30% or something like that. And then out there it was testing at 13%.
Yeah,
and,
I see that in different markets all over the place. And Puerto Rico is one of the markets where I see just really high numbers coming out of Puerto Rico.
Like it doesn't physically make sense.
No, exactly. I get tests all the time. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, let's get real here. I know you're using Athena and it says 34%, but let's be real here. I mean,
right. And I don't think we really understand what's creating the effect because I know like something like Oreos or Purple Punch, will test high legitimately, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really create an effect that's desirable. So what's not creating that desirable effect? And you would think if THC was the value metric for all value metrics, it would be valuable, but it's not, So I hope we can expand the palette a bit. And also just there's a whole large base of possible consumers that won't go buy weed anymore because they had bad effects from it being maybe too strong in a certain way. And I think people look at like low THC numbers as being like, oh, it was poorly grown, right? Meanwhile, if they buy a black market pack, there's no testing results on that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that's going in those packs is probably testing around, below sub 20%.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And so I think it's just a lie. And there's a few lies that happened early on with cannabis legalization. Basically, big companies came in and they had to figure out how to sell it. So it's like, okay, we got to create buckets that people can understand. There's like over 100 cannabinoids, but we're just going to pick the 2. We got THC, we got CBD, and then it's either indica, sativa, or hybrid. And none of those are value indicators. And everyone's cannabinoid system is subjective. And now we've just driven towards having one really extreme effect from smoking that I don't even really enjoy anymore. Like I showed you what I'm smoking on right now, which is like this Burmese Trix Cross from Always Be Flowering. And I haven't gotten it tested, but I could tell you it's probably below 20%. But I have a good experience from it. I want to pick up my guitar and play music. I don't feel like I took a Percocet, like 3 Percocets, and I can be a dad and I can participate in life and have it just be, a filtered experience in a happy way, which is what cannabis has always been for me.
I think it's just time. It's just time for it to flesh out and for people to get educated.
I'm pushing that. So like in Illinois, we had this drop and they were like, it tested too low. We can't sell it. I'm like, no, we got to figure out how to sell it. Well, what do? We have to lower the price. Like waive my royalty. What's the cheapest we can sell this? Because I just want people to try it. Hopefully, if the price is low enough, they'll try it, and that's seemingly working where people are now trying it and be like, this is great.